Hi, Falcon families. Welcome. My name is Mr. Millman, and this is the 8th grade integrated science back to school night video. So we're going to start off with just a little bit about me. If you don't know, I am an East Coaster. I'm from Southeast Virginia. I studied at Old Dominion University. I studied biology and ocean and earth science with a specific concentration in wetland ecology. I worked as a researcher post-grad under one of my professors, and I really enjoyed that. I got to spend a lot of time in the water, researching phytoplankton, sending that data off to some Virginia health departments. And it was a really cool job, but I did have to fill in the cracks with some other things. So I worked a variety of other jobs, and I'm happy to talk about those. But one thing of note was the learning barge. And so you can see a picture of this thing over here. This is actually a floating classroom, and we took urban youth out on this learning barge and taught them about their ecological background, their ecological backyard on the Elizabeth River tributaries in Virginia. And it was a really great job, and it's really what led me to fall in love with education, which is why I took a job teaching at DSST in Denver. The one thing I love about science, and you'll hear your students talking about this hopefully, is that I love to find the science that is right for your student. Your student's not going to love every portion of science, but science is so multifaceted that they're bound to find something that they really do love. A little bit about me outside of school. I identify myself as a learner. I spent a lot of time this summer thinking about my privilege and educating myself on that. I also spend a lot of time in the outdoors, fly fishing, hiking, camping, with my lovely fiance Janie over there on the right. She's a music teacher, so we spend a lot of time playing music together. All right, so general class flow here. When we thought about eSchool as a science team, we really thought about what an engaging e-classroom looks like, and we came to the conclusion that that looks like getting everybody involved creatively. So we're still holding a high bar of expectation for participation, but we really want to focus on keeping things fun. So we're going to create a lot of spaces for fun, but we're also going to create a lot of different spaces for students to advocate for the support that they need. And the way that we do that is with a lot of new tech platforms. So let's run through those. The first tech platform that I want you to know about, and probably do because you're probably on it right now, is Microsoft Teams. So this is what we use for our synchronous meetings. You'll find your student will find daily class blocks there. This is where your student will be participating with cameras on, microphones on, and these calls are recorded and posted every day. Additionally, Pear Deck, this is what we use every day as well. This is used in combination with Google Slides. And so your students can respond in those Google Slides in real time. So it's a great tool to get data on student proficiency really quickly. And these answers are recorded permanently. So if you'd like to look back at what your student's been doing, please reach out to me outside of this. Additionally, Edulastic is here. Your students are probably pros on Edulastic, but this is where we take our formal assessments in class. The next thing I want to note here is our science kits. You should have picked up your science kits by now. If not, please reach out as soon as possible. There are many fragile things inside of this science kit, so please don't play with it. It's not a toy, and we will let you know when we are using things from the science kit. Finally, Google Classroom. This is where our independent and asynchronous assignments can be found. This is also where class recordings and Pear Decks can be found, and some various supplementary resources for class. All right, so some quick community expectations here. As you saw, there's a lot of new technology, and that comes with a lot of responsibility. Your students rule. They're doing an excellent job so far, and we want you to keep that up. So because there's a lot of new technology, there is a lot of room for malarkey, so we're asking for family support as well. Oftentimes, students get up to some goofy business in class because they're just feeling lost. And so encouraging your student to advocate for support to make sure that they're not getting behind is absolutely crucial for this community. A quick course description here. This course is based on analytical science. So we are observing phenomena and making sense of it. It's going to be building a lot on foundational knowledge from 6th and 7th grade. But what is new to 8th grade is waves and energy, genetics and evolution, and chemistry. We're also going to be examining human impacts on the planet through a lens of sustainability throughout the course. We're really going to be thinking about real scientists as we transition into high school. Some frequently asked questions that you might have. What is the late work policy? Number one, please just get all of the work in on time. If we can't get it in on time, please make sure you're documenting why with the attendance office. Keep in mind, late classwork requires a CP, and it can be turned in 2 weeks after for full credit. Formatives can be completed up to the end of the unit for full credit. Summatives can be completed up to the end of the try for full credit. Additionally, can my students do corrections? You can always do corrections with any score. Keep in mind that the correction points can only push your score up to an 80%. And then I often get this question, how can my child get my grade up in science? Proactivity is key. Please make sure you're checking in on your students' grades at least 2 times a week. Also stay informed on what your student is learning. So please reach out to me, ask me what your student is learning, and I would be happy to fill you in. Also, we really want to encourage those test corrections. All right, that was a lot. So if you have any questions outside of here, this is how you contact me. My email address is there. Email is the best form of communication for me, and I do my best to respond within 24 to 48 hours. I am honored to teach your students. We're going to have an excellent, excellent year, but that communication is key. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and have a fantastic rest of your night.